Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Congregation Beth Israel in Houston. Live streaming is here for you. I'm delighted that we can share the Shabbat together, sharing beautiful prayers, inspiring music, and an important message. As the week continues and Shabbat begins, please accept my very best wishes for good health, much life, and greater peace. Shabbat Shalom.
Good morning. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
As we come into the sanctuary and take our seats on this Shabbat morning, I like to invite everyone to pause and reflect on the meaning of this day, a day which allows us to create a separation from all that has occurred during this past week as we observed Passover, Zaman Cherutinu, the season of our redemption. And now today to spend time in prayer and reflection, grateful to God for all of the blessings and joys we find in our lives. And especially on this Shabbat morning, we are grateful for the opportunity to celebrate with Daniel and his family as he is called to the Torah as a Bar Mitzvah. In front of you, you will find our prayer book. Inside, our prayers are included in both Hebrew and English, as well as transliteration. In addition, at the bottom of each page, you will find some notes which will help your understanding of our prayer service this morning. I'd like to invite all of Daniel's friends who have joined us, please, to stand and move into the center of the sanctuary so that you can feel a part of our congregation. And as you take your places, I invite everyone here, please, to silence any cell phones you may have brought with you, and please refrain from using them during the service for any text messaging or picture taking. Cantor will now continue.
We continue now with the singing of Ma Tovu on page 74. How fair are your tents, O Jacob, your dwellings, O Israel.
Continue on page 75.
May the one whose spirit is with us in every righteous deed be with all who work for the good of humanity and bear the burdens of others, and who give bread to the hungry, who clothe the naked, and take the friendless into their homes. May the work of their hands endure, and may the seed they sow bring abundant harvest. Please turn to page 108 and rise for Baruch Hu. Page 110. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, yotzer or uvarei choshe, osei shalom uvarei et hakol. Hama'ir la'aretz v'la'arim aleha, barachamim, uvtuvo ma'hadesh b'chol yom tamid, ma'aseh v'reshit. Marabu ma'aseha, Adonai, kulam b'chochma asita. Mal'a ha'aretz kinyanecha. Tiparach Adonai Eloheinu. Al shavach ma'aseh yadecha. Va'al ma'oro or sha'asita. Yafarucha selah. Or chadash al tzion ta'ir. V'nizke hulanu mahera la'oro. Baruch atah Adonai yotzer ha'me'oro. We continue on page 113. Love your neighbor as yourself, you said. In light blinded we saw. The inner and outer worlds are one, as you are one. You spoke and we wrote. We reached for you down the centuries, your light moving before us. As we climbed, fell back, and climbed again, your Sinai of life. Baruch atah Adonai, habocher ba'amo Yisrael be'ahava. Page 114.
Shema Yisrael.
Please be seated. Page 116. Ve'afta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha ve'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha b'derech u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha u'shartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha u'chotavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha leman tiskeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim leloheichem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeitiechem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem. We read together in the middle of the page.
You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates.
Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments, and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Please turn to page 121. Emet, there is no place where you are not. Even in the wilderness, there is your word. Emet, that pen strokes of lightning, white fire, black flame. Stir the soul's passion, guide our sacred way. True and enduring is Torah. Your truth for us is certain and established, now and forevermore. Like Moses, Miriam, and all Israel, we sing out and rejoice.
Israel.
Rock of Israel, rise in support of Israel, and redeem Judah and Israel as you promised. Our Redeemer, Adonai Tzavaot, is your name. Blessed are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. We continue now with our tefillah on pages 124, 126, and 128. Please rise. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid techilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Velohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Ve'anora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Hakol, Ve'zocher Hastea'ot Ve'ima'ot, Umevi Geula Livnei B'nechem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshiach Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol atah, Rav Lechoshia, Melhakel Hayim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Ramim, Somech Noflim Verofeh Holim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memid Umachayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman nata lecha chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. We read together in the middle of page 128.
You are forever mighty, Adonai. You give life to all. You sustain life through love, giving life to all. Through great compassion, supporting the fallen, healing the sick, freeing the captive, keeping faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, source of mighty acts? Who resembles you, a sovereign who takes and gives life, causing deliverance to spring up, and faithfully giving life to all? Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all.
Page 130.
נקדש שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זלזל ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוא כל הארץ, כבודו. אדיר אדירנו, אדוני, אדוננו, אדיר שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני במקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו ומלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד לך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש. בשבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם ועד.
To all generations, we will declare your greatness, and for all eternity, proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Please be seated. Page 132. Those who keep Shabbat by calling it a delight will rejoice in your realm. The people that hallow Shabbat will delight in your goodness. For being pleased with the seventh day, you hallowed it, as the most precious of days, drawing our attention to the work of creation. We continue reading together on page 135. We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Page 137. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer, wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion, restored, in all lands. You are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Page 139, responsively. For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations.
Modim anachnu lach.
For this fragile planet Earth, its times and tides, its sunsets and seasons.
Modim anachnu lach.
For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression.
Modim anachnu lach.
For high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, for understanding of views not shared.
Modim anachnu lach.
For all who have labored and suffered for a fairer world, who have lived so that others might live in dignity and freedom.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose.
Modim anachnu lach.
We pray that we may live not by our fears, but by our hopes, not by our words, but by our deeds. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Page 140. Grant peace, goodness, and blessing, grace, kindness, and mercy to us and to all your people Israel. Bless us, our Creator, all of us together, through the light of your presence. Truly, through the light of your presence, Adonai, our God. You gave us the Torah of life. the love of kindness, justice, and blessing, mercy, life, and peace. May you see fit to bless your people Israel at all times, at every hour, with your peace. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. We pray silently.
Hallelujah.
In our prayer book, we turn now to page 244 as we prepare for the reading of Torah. Ein kamocha Elohim Adonai ve'ein kamasecha malchutcha malchut kol olamim umamshaltacha b'chol dor v'ador Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed Adonai oz le'amo yiten Adonai varech et amo v'ashalom. There is none like you among the gods, Adonai, and there are no deeds like yours. You are sovereign over all worlds, and your dominion is in all generations. Adonai reigns, Adonai has reigned. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Adonai will give strength to our people. Adonai will bless our people with peace. It's a privilege now to call to the Bima to open the doors of the Holy Ark with us. Amy, Jeff, and Mickey Peck, please come forward. As well to stand here by the Torah reading table to help us to undress the Torah for reading. Jonathan and Chris Plotzker Kelly, please come forward. And as they make their way, we turn in our prayer book to page 248, and we rise. Let us declare the greatness of our God and give honor to the Torah.
Gadlu Adonai ti unerom ma shemo yachtav lecha Adonai ageduva ve'ageduva v'atiteret ve'anitzach le'haod ki chol b'shamayim u'ba'aretz ki chol b'shamayim u'ba'aretz שלושה דברים
On this Shabbat morning, our Torah reading comes from the book of Leviticus, beginning in chapter 16, verse 1, in the portion called Acharei Mot. And we invite to the Torah to recite the blessings, giving thanks to God for its gifts, Barbary and Lenny Weiner and Sarah Powers. We also acknowledge Ted Powers, and we appreciate the honor we extend to you at this time of the Torah reading.
Adonai Hamorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamorach leolam va'ed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher makabanu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
Amen. Vadaber Adonai El Moshe Acharei Mot Shenei Bnei Aharon Bekorbatam Lifnei Adonai Veyamutu Vayomer Adonai El Moshe Daber El Aharon Achicha Va'al Yavo B'chol Et El HaKodesh Mi Beit LaParochet El Penei HaKaporet Asher El Ha'aron Velo Yamut Ki Be'anan Eraet El HaKaporet Bezo Yavo Aharon El HaKodesh Befar Ben Bakar Lachatat Va'il Leolah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam v'ata b'toveinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen. Ya amor, ya amor, ya amor Israel, tevya bar mitzvah.
Baruchu et Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Hamorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher barecha banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
Ketonet bad kodesh yilvash, miknasei bad yio besaron, uva avnei bad yachkor, mitnefet bad yitznof, big day kodesh heim berachat bamayim, ebesaron ulve sham umeet, adat bnei Yisrael. Yikach shenei seirei izim lachatat v'ha'il ahad leolah v'hi grief aharam et par chachatat asher lo v'chiper ba'ado u'ad beito. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam natan betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
While the Torah remains open before us, we also offer a Misha Berach, a prayer for Hudson Powers for health and well-being. We say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam rofei hacholim. Blessed are you, eternal our God, who brings healing strength to those in need of healing of body, mind, and spirit. Amen. And now it's a pleasure to invite to the Bima to assist in dressing the Torah Steve and Jackie Powers, Bonnie Powers, Marcy Powers.
This week's Haftorah is from the book of Ezekiel, chapter 22, verses 4 through 6. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who has chosen faithful prophets to speak words of truth. Praise to you, Adonai, for the revelation of Torah, for your servant Moses, and for your people Israel, and for prophets of truth and righteousness. You are guilty for the blood of your own that you have shed. You are defiled by the idols you have made. Your time is up. Your day of doom has come. Therefore, I have made you a disgrace to all the nations, and a derision to all the countries. Near and far alike will deride you, who have sullied your own name and have shown no restraint. Every one of the leaders of Israel is among you, uses his strength in order to shed blood. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, rock of all creation, righteous one of all generations, the faithful God, whose word is deed, who creates by speaking, whose every command is just and true. For the Torah, for the privilege of worship, for the prophets, and for the Shabbat, that you, Adonai our God, have given us, for holiness and rest, for honor and glory. For everything, Adonai our God, we thank and bless you. May your name be blessed forever by every living being. Praise to you, Adonai, for the Sabbath and its holiness.
Amen.
My Torah portion, Acharei Mot, opens with the deaths of Aaron's older two sons, Nadav and Avihu. Gruesome, maybe, but Nadav and Avihu broke the rules. They drew too close to the presence of the Eternal. As a result, they sank into the earth. Their father Aaron, who was also the chief priest, performed the elaborate ceremony required to eliminate the corruption caused by his own flesh and blood. And I thought my dad was strict. This elaborate ceremony is supposed to occur once a year on what has now become Yom Kippur, also known as the Day of Atonement. Yom Kippur is often called the crown of the Jewish religious year. Through fasting and prayer, we Jews are challenged to both review the spiritual and ethical standards by which we live, and we reaffirm our commitment with the mitzvot or commandments. On this point, the wise Rabbi Bamberger said, Yom Kippur speaks to each human being and seeks to bring each person into harmony with others and with God. I see Yom Kippur as a time when we are supposed to look over our lives and think how we can become better people. One way we do this is by fasting. Fasting makes us uncomfortable and encourages us to focus on what is most important in life. But I also don't think we need to seek out extreme discomfort, such as fasting, nor do we have to go so low as to sink into the earth in order to become the best versions of ourselves. Fortunately, we can apply ourselves by striving to improve our character whenever life gives us problems to face, which it most always does. I have learned that life is not about what happens, it is how you respond to what happens, and how you learn from mistakes and obstacles. One of my favorite basketball players, Derrick Rose, perhaps summarized this point best. When you go through life, there's always going to be a challenge, always something to overcome. In the recent past, I've had more than one opportunity to put the lessons I've learned from my Torah portion into real-life situations. My challenges have consisted of 3 floods and 3 broken bones. These obstacles created a challenging start to middle school, to say the least. I was in the midst of Hurricane Harvey, the one that generously gave us 6 feet of water in our house, when I broke a leg during my first ever football game of middle school. This was after I broke a toe, but before I broke my arm. As a result, I had to sit out during the sports seasons. And if you know me at all, you know I'm passionate about basketball. Missing football season was bad, but missing basketball season was the worst. I easily could have crumpled and sank into the earth, but I didn't. I got help. Friends sat with me at the doctor while I got my cast cut off and even brought me Tiff's treats to cheer me up. When I broke my leg, I had to use a wheelchair to get around school. Almost every day, there were different people pushing me to lunch and carrying my books. Also, despite my family losing everything in the floods, it was beautiful watching at least 100 people in our flooded house helping clean it out. Not for reward, but just to be helpful. Altogether, these experiences showed me how my family, friends, and even my community were there for me. They helped show me how to bounce back. If Yom Kippur is a time when we are supposed to look over our lives and think how we can grow our character, then I just had lots of role models to show me how to pay it forward. Today, I'm back to playing AAU basketball for G3 Elite, and I'm participating in school sports for St. John's. Best of all, we also have a new, dry house. I want to thank my community, friends, and family for helping me through the thick and the thin. Thank you, Mom, for always caring for me, even when you shouldn't be. Dad, for teaching me fundamentals in basketball and teaching me life lessons. Mia, for covering our house in slime. And Sarah, for driving me everywhere. Thank you, Grandpa, Harriet, Grandma Barbie, and Zeta, for leading me in the right direction. Thank you, Grandma Myrna, for always teaching me kindness. Rest easy. Thank you for everyone who has helped me in my basketball career, especially Coach Posey, Coach Arthur, and Mr. Newman, for letting me play for G3 Elite and helping me get better every day. Thank you to all the Beth Israel clergy, and especially Debbie Uzik, for helping me in my Bar Mitzvah preparations. For my mitzvah project, I am raising money for a great organization called March of Dimes, in honor of my courageous little cousin Hudson, who was born 2 years ago with CDH, or congenital diaphragmatic hernia. He just had his 4th surgery 1 week ago and cannot be with us here today. Tomorrow, for my mitzvah project, I will be hosting a basketball tournament called Ballin' for Babies, where my friends and I will donate money to compete for the championship. Everyone is invited to join us or just come watch the fun. The money I raise will help fund research to prevent birth defects, premature births, and infant mortality. Please join me in praying for my little cousin's speedy recovery. He is a real warrior who has overcome so much, and I love him. On this special day, I offer a prayer to God. I thank God for my family and friends. I hope that everyone can find a way to overcome obstacles and have a great, happy life. Amen. Shabbat Shalom.
Daniel, you can look at a very happy congregation today, your family and your friends with you, because you've led us well, you've chanted from the Torah beautifully, and taught a meaningful lesson. You'll face me so I can speak to you personally. This is a tough Torah portion. Acharei mot literally means after the death of Aaron's sons Nadav and Avihu. And as you taught us so well, the boys did bring what's called an Eish Zarah, an alien fire, as an offering to God. And the skies opened and they were consumed by fire. So why were they taken out? Yes, they brought something that wasn't commanded of them. Some say, and the Torah reports, that they had a little too much Kiddush wine, you might say. And also that the commentaries explain they overstepped the boundaries of their permission and interpreted what they thought was supposed to be brought in the face of Moses, their teacher. They offended and insulted their teacher, Moses. Sometimes we really do want to find our own way. We find the answers on our own. Sometimes as a teenager, it means you might be a little rebellious to do it the way you want to. And ultimately, you learn how it ought to be. I think that you learned a wonderful lesson, and I'm sorry you had to go through it, through the hurricanes and the flooding and broken bones and all of that. And you're only becoming 13. I hope that the rest of your life is only filled with comfort and goodness and real peace. But as a result, you're standing here more confirmed that there are ways to overcome the obstacles in life. You found it through the company and the support of your parents. You found it in the company and support of friends who helped you around school. And you still said that Torah, your Judaism, your community, your God stands with you too. It's true. In Judaism, we can say that God is like an armor we wear around us, and for only faithful, good things will happen. But we know that isn't always true. In God's presence, God is more like an unconditionally loving parent. Your parents couldn't prevent the floods. Your parents couldn't prevent you from hurting yourself on the field. And God couldn't stop it either. But in the company of others, including God, we find our strength, our courage, and our ability to overcome all of it. And to say, I'm strong, and look how tall you are. And you've been going up and down stairs all morning. You're well on your way. And to bring these lessons with you confirms for you and for us that there isn't anything, Daniel, that can stop you except you. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep making your way on the field, at basketball court, doing the mitzvahs that you're doing, and you'll see that wherever you apply yourself, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, you're going to accomplish things that we can't even begin to imagine today. But if you're overwhelmed by the obstacles, that'll hold you back. So dig deeply, maybe even more deeply than you ever have, and you will find in your future all that you wish to achieve and aspire to, not only with the support and blessings of your family and friends, but also I'm sure you'll find a way to say many times in your life, thank God. Thank God for good grades. Thank God for a good score on the field. Thank God for the things I've come to know. And I think in many ways that God too will be grateful for you in the world and the difference that you will make. Daniel, thanks for leading us so well this morning. And in honor of all that you have accomplished, these are just a few tokens of our gratitude and our thanks to you for demonstrating that despite some of the challenges, even learning more Hebrew, you can really do it. And so we have for you a Kiddush cup, a silver cup that you'll take home and you'll raise at your Sabbath table and Passover table and other occasions to sanctify the moment and say, because of God's presence and because of our faith, we can celebrate these special moments. And this is your certificate of Bar Mitzvah that says that you were called to the Torah and you chanted and taught beautifully from the portion called Acharei Mot. And this is a certificate for $250 that we'd like you to use to help pay for your trip, part of your trip, to Israel when you're in high school or college with a Reform Jewish Movement trip, to return to the place where it all began, to find history and archaeology, but also invention and innovation and creativity. Israel is second only to Silicon Valley when it comes to technology. You will be amazed when you get there. You think you saw a lot of cell phones here in Houston. You wouldn't believe what you find in Israel too. Daniel, mazel tov to you, and it's a real pleasure to invite Cantor and Rabbi to join us so we can extend to you a blessing, the blessing of old, that it may go well with you today and for many more years to come. If you'll turn and face the Holy Ark and face us, we extend this blessing to you now.
May God bless you and protect you. May God's presence shine upon you and always be good to you.
May God grant you, Daniel, all that you wish for yourself in the future, and all that we, your family and friends and clergy, wish for you too. May it be long life, strength, mitzvah, and a lifetime of peace.
Amen.
Amen. Mazel tov. And now, as we prepare to return the Torah to the Ark, it's a privilege to call on Sandy Weiner and Sherry Naiman to join us to open the doors of the Holy Ark. As we raise the Torah now, we rise. Yehalalu et Shem Adonai ki nizgav shemo levado. Let us praise the name of the Lord, for God's name alone is exalted.
Ter
would turn to the bottom of page 282 and 287 as we join in Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please remain standing.
Thank you very much. We turn now to page 294. And as we do, we call to heart and to mind all of our loved ones who have departed this earth and gone on to the peace of life eternal. And on this Shabbat morning, we are especially thinking of those members of Daniel's family who are here with us today in spirit. Lovingly, we remember Yale Wiener, Zelda Wiener, Abe Wiener, Dave Levin, Molly Levin, Myrna Powers, Rose Plotzker, Sally Kaufman, Jack Kaufman. In each of their honor and their memory, we continue now with the words of Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, v'alman divrach hirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayachon v'yamechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam almei almaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei kudisha b'richu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata. Damiran v'alma v'yimru amen. Hehe shlama rabba min shamaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. V'yimru amen. Oseh shalom v'romav. Huyaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, and bring comfort to all of the bereaved among us, as together we say, amen. Please be seated. At this time in our service, our formal prayers have ended, but our blessings continue. And so I'd like to invite Daniel to join me here on the lower bima once again, and this time bring your parents so that they can share some personal words of blessings with you.
Dan, I'm your mom, and of course, I love you. And there's many wonderful things I could say about you and highlight today. But one of the things that stands out to me is your ability to overcome, just like you spoke about in your speech today. You've had several challenges in your 13 years, and the way you have overcome them can teach us all a lesson. You broke your leg bad at the start of middle school at a new school not really knowing many people, after we just flooded for the third time. It was painful and hard, but you really faced this challenge with an amazing attitude. Then you broke your arm just as the leg cast came off while you were on a school trip. I don't know how you got through it all, but you did. You have a massive passion for basketball. You work hard and play the game smart. It's a joy to watch. At a recent game, I watched you sit on the bench the whole game, not getting any play time. But I was so proud of your response. The way you emailed one of your coaches and told him you wanted to work harder and get stronger and better and wanted to do the work necessary to play more. And you did it. You're a problem solver. You rise above, and you are wise. In fact, you're so wise and have such a strong moral compass that Dad and I sometimes pick your brain with questions that we are struggling with. How many parents look to their children for guidance? But you have a wisdom far beyond your years. Your middle name, Sage, suits you well. I love you so much, my Danny, and I'm so proud of you. I love watching you grow into a man, and I know you will accomplish such great things. And I can't wait to watch your amazing story unfold. I hope you know I'm always here for you. I love you.
What she said. No, really, what's not to love? You're the best of me and the best of the woman I fell in love with. I'm going to share my favorite Danny story because it is applicable to Acharei Mot, and it happened when he was about 8 years old and we were watching The Lion King on Broadway. Because The Lion King was like Aaron, the head, right? And when Simba aired, he thought, oh my God, I'm in trouble. But instead of smoting him or getting fire from the earth or the sky, the Lion King sat down his son, and my arm was around Daniel at the time, and he's telling his son, see all the stars in the sky? Those are all your predecessors, sort of like I've been telling you that this is something our people have been doing for thousands and thousands of years. And there we are, my arms around him, and there's a father-son moment happening, and he turns to me to whisper something, and I think, oh my God, this is gonna be the greatest. And he says, hey, Dad, when this is over, will we get a cab? Is it gonna be crowded? But I love you so much for that, because my head's in the stars, but you're here, and the work that you put into this is far beyond what I can imagine. You really are the best of me and the woman I love, so congratulations, I love you.
If we could invite Sarah and Mia to join us as we gather for blessings over our wine and challah. We'd also like to invite all of our cousins to come forward at this time. Please rise.
It's for you again. Excited.
And Daniel will lead us as we join him in our blessing over the wine, sanctifying the Sabbath day with the sweetness. We raise our cups and we sing. Why don't you face everybody, Dan? Good. And we sing,
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
take a sip of wine and you can hand to your parents. And the challah. Dan, if you'll hold the challah, and we'll share together.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
You can tear off a piece, and there are some people here who are hungry too, standing by. And to each of you, Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom.
Mazel tov. Thank you for joining us at Congregation Beth Israel in Houston. Sharing Shabbat with you is so meaningful to us. Let's join together again very soon. My very best wishes to you for a good week. Shabbat Shalom.